I love you, you hear me? And look at me, there's nothing you can't do. You do so much stuff, you give out turkeys, you give out backpacks. This is just for people. You can have the other kids see you and see who you are and how you can help them is by telling your story.
They're all here for you.
All right? And if you can stand up and talk to a whole crowd of people, right? And point to them and talk to them and tell them all these things, this is nothing, all right?
Hey, wait a minute. You all, with your brother and family, so proud of you.
My name is King, and I'm 6 years old.
Why do you like to help other kids?
Because it puts a smile on their face. And no child should be sad. They should be happy. I'm fighting G6 PD and leukemia. It's really tough.
We had a basically normal cookie cutter life. You know, everything was normal. We had our first son. We sacrificed a little bit and, you know, tried to give our son what we didn't have.
King was born a normal child.
He grew up, he walked at 10 months, was very advanced for his age. He started speaking very early. King was extremely strong, running around playing.
We took him to the doctor for the symptoms that he was having. He had mouth sores, he was pale, he had fevers for 14 days consecutively. We found out that he had a genetic blood disorder.
He basically was not getting any better. He was just getting more and more sick. They found out leukemia was present in his blood, and it's just been nonstop doctor visits ever since then.
He's been fighting for most of his life.
He was 2 years old, you know. King only had one normal year of life on this planet.
I don't like to go to the hospital because it's very painful. Because of the needles.
What do you do to take your mind off of the therapy?
Painting.
And what else?
Doing arts and crafts. Because it takes my mind off of the chemo.
You ready to go inside now?
No.
Why not, baby?
I don't want to hate the doctor.
It's okay, come on, we'll go. I'll be there with you all the time. Come on. Come on, let's go. It's okay, King, come on, you can do it, come on. Look, we're gonna go right up here on this table, right? We're gonna sit here, we're gonna wait for the doctor, okay, ready? King has a disease of 2 blood components. He has cancer of white blood cells. He has a disease of a red blood cell. Everything will be okay. All right, stay strong, stay faithful, and be the warrior that I know you are. King has had brain swelling where we have MRIs showing he's lost brain matter. The only thing that saves our son is a bag of blood, and sometimes there's shortages.
About 43 kids per day are diagnosed with childhood cancer in the United States. We've made tremendous strides over the past decades, and many children do survive their disease, but many children still do not. And even if children do survive, they often live life into their 20s, 30s, 40s, but have chronic health conditions and have morbidity or side effects related to the treatment that they did receive.
When he's 2 blocks away from the hospital, he starts panicking. What don't you like about the hospital?
I have to wait really long in the waiting room.
What else when you go to the hospital? What else do they do there?
I have to get poked in my chest.
And sometimes where else do they poke you?
My spine. It's painful.
You want to show them where you get poked? You can lift it up and you can see right here, protruding out of his chest is a little metaport. And King gets all of his medication through this little port right here under his skin that he had surgically implanted at the age of 2. King thought every kid was born with a port in his chest.
Come on. Yeah.
Hey, come back!
His immune system is compromised. When you're diagnosed with cancer, Not only does the parent have to quit, the children have to quit their lives. They have no friends, no social interaction. When they have birthdays, parties, it's only us. They suffer with the disease just as much as King does. And we can't have a social life. We can't go out and say, you know, Dad, take a break, go at the bar with the guys. I can pick up a flu virus and kill my son just for going out and just taking a break because there's something called caregiver burnout.
Turn it on, you can show it to the camera. The financial impact is devastating. You're put into, medical debt, into bills you can't afford just to keep your child alive. You're forced to quit your job.
I have to, unfortunately, stay home. My boss did not want to hear, oh, he's in the ER again. My boss didn't want to hear he spiked 104-degree fever and they can't break the fever. We are a family of 5, and it's extremely hard when one parent is working. Most people assume that we're getting some type of public assistance. And with my wife's salary, she makes a few $100s over the limit, and you don't get any help whatsoever. We tried to apply for SNAP. They told us, you guys make too much. And I'm like, how? Since 2016 of June, when he was diagnosed with the cancer, we just got to the point where we have been telling the hospital, bill us. King has to be homeschooled for safety reasons. Show me which number comes next. Cut him very straight. King cannot be around kids that get vaccinated because there's a shedding period, especially with live vaccines. There's not even a school that's in Queens for kids with cancer. There was one that's really out in Long Island and it was too far.
January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
Do you prefer homeschooling or going to school with kids?
Both.
Why both? You like Daddy staying home with you teaching you? You wouldn't like a teacher? The next question is, what object is purple and shiny? That's really tough. I want to be able to answer that.
This one.
Very good. Give me a 5. I love that. Why?
Because at the gym.
You're so smart. You want to see what a classroom's like, a real classroom? And what else? Do you want to make friends? Do you have any friends?
Just feed the Messiah.
It's okay. One day you'll have friends. But you're curious, right? Sorry, Daddy's crying because it bothers me that you don't have any friends and that you consider your brother, your sister, your friend. I'm so proud of you because they are. They're your best friends and they will always have your back.
1, 2, 3. Don't move. That's it. We're done. We are done.
Great job, King.
Good job, right? All right, what color is this? Purple. Not too much.
We were giving drugs every single day just to make him walk. King cannot tolerate 100% of his chemotherapy. King was giving so much drugs, Neurontin, Oxycontin. He was given morphine. He was given all types of narcotics to just live. My son was going through
At
withdrawals.
2 years old.
Screaming, sweating. You don't know if this treatment's gonna work. They make you sign things saying this treatment can cause more cancer. This treatment can cause death.
Brush my teeth because I'm in a lot of pain.
Where does it hurt, Papa? Show me.
Here,
And where else?
here.
We still lag way behind in some cancers where cure rates are under 50%, where we give them really intensive chemotherapy that's been used for 20, 30, 40 years with nothing new discovered. And so the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation says, let's bring in a new wave of therapies, something new that can offer potential for cure, whereas we haven't been able to do that.
We decided to look into CBD oil. We got him a license and we replaced 4 drugs. Once he started the CBD oil, we didn't have to give that drug every day and he was able to walk without taking Neurontin. And he went 4 days without asking for pain medication. The CBD made him walk and we barely give it to him now. I feel the system can do better. I feel the system is like pushed to its max. I feel like the system needs people like us involved. We've done everything a good parent should do, which is educate ourselves so we can provide better for our child. And if we're getting the I don't know answer, then how many other kids and families are getting the I don't know answers? No one can tell you what a family with cancer needs than a family with cancer. If we're gonna be the first family to start a project or a new thing with the Board of Education, we will become it, because kids that get spinal chemo are documented to have educational deficits. You wanna tell them about the foundation that you and Mommy started? What's the name of it so they can know?
King Fights Cancer.
And what does your foundation do?
Help sick kids.
What King is doing is instrumental in our fight against childhood cancer. He is a voice, he's an advocate, he's a face of childhood cancer who's willing to speak up and tell others what needs to happen. What needs to happen is we need more awareness about childhood cancer. We need more awareness that funding is underwhelming for childhood cancer specifically. Most of the funds that come from the federal government go towards adult cancer, and we need more money routed towards childhood cancer so we can improve outcomes.
Part of the reason why King started his foundation, we just want to financially support families during the most unknown time so they can get that time back. King is your anomaly. He's on 3 forms of chemotherapy, and he's still able to do all the advocating that he does. He's able to give out toys. He's able to, raise money for research. He's able to hand out backpacks to kids in impoverished neighborhoods.
Children should be happy. I'd like to see them happy by bringing toys and putting a smile on their face. What's her name? Lily. What's her favorite color? Pink. What's her favorite toy from here? The dinosaur snakes and Thank you.
Most people on chemotherapy are bedridden. They're not in a place to think of others in a time where, you're fighting your own battle. King has that capability to put aside his personal pain to just help others. Like, he's just a light for everybody. King has got the attention of the New York City Mayor, Andrew Cuomo. He's even
the NYPD commissioner.
NYPD commissioner, he was sworn in as a chief of police.
So I sit here and tell other cops what they do.
He models and raises awareness for pediatric cancer anywhere we can in the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation.
When we see the incredible and unthinkable things that our son does, and he does for others, it's like you have to say all this is for a reason.
Introduce you to a fine young man right there in the front row. His name is King. He has been dealing with cancer since he was about 2 years old and has had chemo virtually every day. That's right. Hey, wait a minute. Today is his last day of chemo.
My last chemo ever! I'm so excited!
Last chemo pill ever.